It's the go-home show for WrestleMania, so this one is going to be fucking amazing, isn't it? And I think actually for once, do I actually think it might just be amazing? Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to some more Raw Thoughts. Yes, you lucky people, WrestleMania is 5 days away, because it's Tuesday now. And so, I mean, a lot of people still on the fence about it. A lot of people are saying that this year's WrestleMania doesn't look very good. So, WWE had to really hit it out of the ballpark this time, didn't they? One thing before I go on with Raw, because I've got a lot to do at the moment. My last Raw review had 3 comments. What's going on there, guys? Plenty of views, 3 comments. My uncensored review that I put up yesterday, 4 comments. It's like, I'm hoping there's something wrong with the comment system on YouTube here, because that's weird, man. Very weird. Anyway, lots to do. Busy boy, let's get through this one. So, Raw starts off with Undertaker, who I actually thought it wasn't going to be Taker coming out. I thought it would be Lesnar coming out dressed as the Undertaker. But, yeah, Undertaker talks about the streak, including 21 opponents, which have got 21 men. He always said that 21 men have fallen. It's like, no, they haven't. No, they haven't. Triple H has fought you 3 times, Kane's fought you twice, and of course, Shawn Michaels has fought you twice, yeah? I'm no mathematician, but that's 7 different ones that you've got to take off that, isn't it? No? Alright, it's 4 you've got to take off it. Well, I don't know. Anyway, hey, compares wrestling lessons to swimming in the sea. Good analogy, this. Yeah, saying that a lot of people have, they get into the deep water, and a lot of Mania opponents, they try to get back to the shore and they find they can't get there. I like that. There's only 3 guarantees in life. There's death, taxes, and the streak. And if they don't make that into a t-shirt, then they are morons. This Sunday, Brock, you will rest in... And then Lesnar's music hits. And my stream dies. So Heyman cuts a promo, but I have no idea what he said. Literally, the only thing that I hear is Heyman say, that's a spoiler. I assume Heyman went off on one, as he does. Lesnar teases getting in the ring, and Heyman distracts Taker so Lesnar can get him. And F5, the dead man. JBL says if that happens on Sunday, the streak is over. Now, for one thing the last 4 WrestleManias has taught me is that the first finisher doesn't get the job done. So expect to see an F5. They expect Taker to kick out of it. Happy days. No, good start to the show, but I was expecting Lesnar to do more, to be honest. I was expecting Lesnar to really batter the Undertaker, leave him in a bloody pulp is what I'd like to see. But, yeah. Alberto Del Rio defeating Big Lanston in a pretty sweet opener, to be honest, our first contest after a super kick. Seen it a million times. I do love the powerbomb counter to the armbar to a triangle choke, anything like that. I do think it's nice. Del Rio's double stomp off the top rope was nice as well. I have to say, a low super kick gets one. If you have the app, you can vote for who faces Kane later on out of the Shield members. I wonder who will win. I mean, it's one of those foregone conclusions, isn't it? It's going to be Reigns. It's going to be Reigns. Highlights of Harper versus Cena from last week, and the end of it with Cena being tied in the ropes and the sheep mask. Bray cuts a good promo where he says that Cena will be left with nothing after Sunday. Summer Rae slapping Natalya on Total Divas is shown, which is lovely. And then Summer Rae defeating Natalya in a short, but okay, I suppose, match. While it was happening, Vicky Guerrero tells us that the Divas match at Mania is 1 fall to a finish. So they've got 14 Divas in there. 1 fall to a finish. Fantastic. That's going to be weird, isn't it? Triple H and Stephanie out to say goodbye to the Yes Movement. Hunter says that people like to latch onto things and they have no loyalty. He talks about, as a sort of case in point, he brings up Fandango and everyone doing the fuck off. I never did that shit. Before asking if you want to see Bryan tonight, Stephanie leads the yes chants, mocking the fans for how easy it is for them to get them to chant something. Triple H talks about getting success by marrying into the McMahon family, but he says he got there by dominating in the ring. And to prove this point, we see an absolutely superb video package featuring Jericho and Steiner and Angle and Booker T, Rob Van Dam. All of them getting beaten by the game. You'll notice that Stone Cold wasn't in there, and Brock wasn't in there, and hell, Batista wasn't in there. It's one of the things I've actually got written down here. He's the game now more than ever. He's not only going to beat Bryan on Sunday, but he's going to show the world that he's the most powerful man in the WWE. He's the CEO, and he's the champion. Out comes Batista, who says that he wasn't in the Fed, and the Hunter's never beaten him. There we go. Out comes Orton, who wants a front row seat if Triple H is going to slap the taste out of Big Day's mouth. They go back and forth until Hunter makes Orton versus Bryan. I mean, it's Orton versus Batista tonight anyway. He makes it a no disqualification match. I really thought, and you may not agree with me on this one, I thought Hunter was absolutely incredible here. I really thought, this is the type of promo that we've needed from Hunter for quite some time. This is the, I want you to get your ass kicked so badly sort of promo. And that's exactly what we saw. This segment, in my opinion, was solid gold. Absolutely superb. Los Matadores and the Usos defeating Ryback and Real Americans in another decent match, actually. So there was some seriously stiff kicks in this one, wasn't there? Really love when Swagger catches one of the Matadors, didn't see which one it was, but they're doing a crossbody and Swagger catches it in midair and puts the ankle lock on. That's fantastic. Wish that had been the finish, to be honest. But the Matadors do the old switcheroo to get the win. And then in another match, Rhodes Brothers are defeating Sandow and Fandango in a short but okay match. I do like how they had a bit of continuity with Sandow. Cole saying that Sandow says that his career's sort of been in a tailspin since Cody Rhodes chucked his briefcase into the river. That was a real nice little touch. But yeah, after a curtain call by Goldust, the Shield got out, got a good promo about Kane and the Outlaws. Bray Wyatt squashes R-Truth, Xavier after his sister Abigail. Xavier Woods comes out to help Truth and he gets owned, but then the Wyatts do their pose and in a really cool little stuff. I really, really like this. Again, you may not have liked this one, but you had the three members of the Wyatt family, and then a fourth person appeared dressed in a boiler suit and with a sheep mask on. And it's one of those, we all know who it is. We know who it is, but of course that suspension of disbelief, it's the, wonder who that is. And of course when he takes the mask off and it's seen, it's like, that's fucking brilliant. And the place goes absolutely nuts. This is the biggest face pop I've heard for Cena for ages. And of course, he hits an AA on Luke Harper, and he's about to hit one on Bray Wyatt, but Bray's able to escape and run away. And that was a really, really good, I thought this segment was absolutely fantastic, gotta be honest. Naomi defeated AJ in a lumberjill match, which is nice. John Cena talks to Renee. On Sunday, you will see fire, rage, and that Cena will be a monster for a day. Bray is demanding change. I love this line. I shouldn't have done because it was one of those, it's so childish. But Bray is demanding change. Cena says he'll have to change the way he walks, as I'm going to put my foot with your ass. That's funny. Kane defeats vote winner Roman Reigns by disqualification. I love the kick that Reigns does on the apron. It's really nice. New Age Outlaws, rather predictably, but it was always going to happen, wasn't it? They come out. Gets stopped by Ambrose and Rollins, who then batter Kane, causing disqualification, but the Outlaws save Kane from the triple bomb. Reigns, incidentally, on the app got 80% of the votes. 80%, bloody Christ. Piper's pit segment. Piper's out to talk about Mania, saying that he was in the first Mania. He makes me smile because he mentioned that he wasn't pinned in the first WrestleMania. It's like, that's a good point, actually. He talks about mid-card battle royal until fucking Miz comes out. Blah, 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 Miz TV. Then Sheamus comes out, Titus comes out, Dolph come out, they've got to say why they're going to win, and sort of Piper sort of tricks them into having a brawl. They start brawling, then all the not all, but a few of the participants come out for the Jobber Battle Royale, and then it's all brawl, until Big Show comes out, hits the KO punch on Heath Slater, chokes on for Zack Ryder and Dolph Ziggler. Rey Mysterio hits a 619 on the show. When he goes to come off the top, Show sort of catches him and launches him onto the other participants on the outside. Yeah, no problem with that. Don't care about the Battle Royale in the slightest. And then Hunter and Stephanie do commentary for the main event, which doesn't actually have a finish as far as I can tell. It's Orton versus Batista. If it was me, I would have had Orton win this one, even if it's a screwy finish, but that's just me, because I've got to say, Orton's the one going into this match who's got the least momentum, in my opinion. Everyone's expecting Bryan to beat Triple H and to get the win. But Batista's won the Rumble and yada, yada, yada. Orton's just been sort of... Orton's title reign's been shite, hasn't it? Really, really poor, in my opinion. But I love how much Stephanie marks out while she's doing the commentary. I love how Hunter points out, he's proper goading them. All the points that he says are all really, really good, in my opinion. There's chair shots, there's kendo stick shots, there's a lot of brawling on the outside. In the ring, Orton hits the draping DT, and here comes Daniel Bryan. He's battering Triple H, and the place is going absolutely crazy. And Steph is screeching that, and Randy, come and stop him, It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Spinebuster for Orton by Batista as Bryan hits a big kick on Big Dave. Then a suicide dive onto Hunter. He then gets the kendo stick and whacks Triple H like 4 or 5 times. Really hard, really good stuff. And one last kick for Orton, and he leads the yes movement in a yes chant as Triple H is held back by his wife, and they're both making the yelling threats. This ends on Sunday. This ends at WrestleMania. And Bryan sat there doing the yes, and there's a giant sign in the crowd that says, "We want Paige," which really makes me laugh. And then we fade to black, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is Raw. I really enjoyed it. I watched it in 2 parts. I watched the first 2 hours last night, and then I watched the last hour today because I was so tired last night. But I really enjoyed this Raw. I think it did everything it needed to do. Lately, all the pieces are now in place for WrestleMania. I still don't really give a fuck about the card. I've got to be honest, I think the undercard just doesn't do it for me at all. And in fact, there's no Intercontinental Championship match, which always is going to bother me. But I mean, I still don't know what to do about WrestleMania, because there's a wrestling show called HXC on in Manchester, which will be showing the WrestleMania afterwards. But there's also the chance of sitting at home and watching it on my own. But also, I mean, that probably sounds really boring, but it's the fact that Game of Thrones is on Sunday night, and they're showing it, and I can get a stream of it. I can watch it live, because I fucking love Game of Thrones, and I can watch it with my family, and it's all that. And it's don't know what to do. All right, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, please leave me a comment, because I haven't had many recently. Here's the deal: I will let this. Comment me this. Which one do you want first? I'm going to do a WrestleMania 10 review. I'm going to do a WrestleMania predictions vid. I'm going to do one on Thursday, I'm going to do one on Saturday. Which one would you rather see first? Let me know in the comments. That'd really mean a lot. No emergency vehicle. That's a first, isn't it? I'm Mark P. Take it easy, guys.